Once upon a time, in a small village by the sea, lived a curious boy named Timmy. He loved exploring the shore, dreaming of adventures, pirates, and hidden treasures. Every day after school, Timmy would spend hours searching for seashells, unusual rocks, and anything that looked mysterious. He was always hoping to discover something amazing. One evening, as the sun was setting and the waves gently crashed onto the shore, Timmy noticed something strange sticking out of the sand. It was an old, weathered bottle with a piece of paper inside. His heart began to race as he pulled it out of the sand. Carefully, he removed the cork and unrolled the paper. To his astonishment, it was a treasure map. The map showed a mysterious island in the middle of the ocean, with landmarks like a giant rock shaped like a dragon, a waterfall, and an X marking the spot where the treasure was hidden. Timmy's eyes lit up with excitement. This was it! He had found a real treasure. Map. He ran home, clutching the map tightly. When he got there, he told his parents about his discovery. They smiled and listened, but they thought it was just another one of Timmy's adventurous stories. However, Timmy was determined to follow the map, so he packed a small bag with snacks, a flashlight, and his lucky compass, and set out to the docks early the next morning. At the docks, Timmy met his best friend, Jake, who was always up for an adventure. "Guess what I found?" Timmy said, showing him the map. Jake's eyes widened. "Whoa! A real treasure map?" Timmy nodded. "Let's follow it." They borrowed a small rowboat and set off into the ocean. The weather was perfect and the sea was calm. The boys rowed for hours, following the map and using Timmy's lucky compass to guide them. After what felt like a lifetime, they spotted an island in the distance. It looked exactly like the one on the map, with the dragon-shaped rock standing tall on the shore. As they landed on the island, Timmy and Jake felt a surge of excitement. They jumped out of the boat, ready to begin their treasure hunt. Following the map, they trekked through the jungle, past towering palm trees and exotic plants. They could hear the sound of birds chirping and the distant roar of a waterfall. When they reached the waterfall, Timmy checked the map. "We're close. The treasure should be right behind this waterfall," he said, his voice trembling with excitement. The boys carefully climbed over the slippery rocks and peeked behind the waterfall. Sure enough, there was a small cave hidden behind it. Inside the cave, the air was cool and damp, and the sound of the water rushing outside echoed around them. Timmy shone his flashlight inside, and there, in the corner of the cave, was an old wooden chest covered in moss and dirt. It looked like it had been hidden for hundreds of years. Jake and Timmy exchanged excited glances. "This is it!" Inside, they found gold coins, sparkling jewels, and strange-looking objects they had never seen before. There were also old scrolls with strange symbols written on them. "Wow," Timmy said, his voice filled with awe. "We've really found it, a pirate's treasure." The boys couldn't believe their luck. They spent hours looking through the chest, imagining the pirates who had buried it there long ago. As they packed up some of the treasure to take home, Timmy looked at the map again. At the bottom, in faded letters, was a note. "This treasure belongs to those who are brave enough to find it and kind enough to share it." Timmy smiled. "I think we should share some of this treasure with the village," he said. "It wouldn't be right to keep it all to ourselves." Jake agreed, and they carefully placed some of the coins and jewels back into the chest. They would take only a small amount, enough to remember their incredible adventure. With the treasure safely in their bags, Timmy and Jake headed back to their boat and began the journey home. As the island disappeared behind them, they couldn't stop talking about all the things they had discovered. It was the greatest adventure they had ever had, and they knew they would never forget it. When they returned to the village, they told their parents and friends about their amazing find. No one could believe it, but when they showed the treasure, everyone was in awe. The village held a big celebration, and Timmy and Jake were treated like heroes. But more importantly, Timmy knew that the real treasure wasn't just the gold and jewels. It was the adventure itself, and the joy of sharing it with his best friend and the people he loved. And so Timmy and Jake continued to have many more adventures, but none were quite as magical as the day they discovered the lost pirate treasure. They learned that sometimes the best treasures aren't found in chests, but in the memories we make and the friends we share them with. Thank you for joining us on Timmy and Jake's amazing treasure hunt. We hope you enjoyed this exciting adventure filled with discovery, courage, and friendship. Remember, the greatest treasures are the memories you make along the way. Don't forget to come back for more thrilling tales right here on Storytime with Hams. See you next time.